Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dodgy Git Show. I'm Dodgy Git, and this is Dodgy Git Show number 12. Got lots of things to cover today. Welcome to everybody that's waiting. Hope you're all alright. Hope you're having a lovely day. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dodgy Git Show. I'm Dodgy Git. Got some finger trouble there. Yeah. Right, yeah. Hope your day's going alright. Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging about. Got lots to cover. Lots and lots to cover. Beautiful day outside. Don't know what it's like near you. Absolutely scorching hot. I've been out, did a few errands with my mother, and got my stuff done. Back here, do another show for you. Well, what we're going to cover? Well, Birmingham City Council is apparently bankrupt. To start with, we'll start there, and we'll meander on as we normally do. If you've watched any of my other shows, I don't do bing bongs or pink things or fancy stuff. I'll just sit here and talk at you. If you want to comment, that'd be great. If you want to come up in the chat, that'd be great. There is a delay in what I'm broadcasting and what's coming up on YouTube my end. So, hi Wonky, boiling again, pal. Yeah, it sure is, man. Yeah. Hope you're all well. I hope you're enjoying the your environment best you can wherever you are. Whether you got a balcony or a window, whether you've got a big garden, huge great big yard, or a farm. Yeah, make the most of what you can in your day, eh? Yeah, even turning that the old telly box off there and just listening to the birds out the window, can be quite refreshing and a change from the norm sometimes, eh? Yeah, find relief in new things and stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, yeah. Birmingham City Council, they apparently they got this debt, and they got this they got to pay this this debt they've got, this bill they've been presented with for 760 million quid. Well, how has that accumulated then? Who's managing anything there for such a thing to now exist? It's £750 million. Things like that used to build huge, great big motorways and huge, great big projects. So where's it all gone? That's not £1 million. That's 760 million quid. What are they buying with it? Why are they buying the things in the way they are with it? And how much of that is contracted out work that could have seen permanent employment if they had managed it properly? It's a bit sad anyway, isn't it? How the dysfunction has been allowed to just wallow by, hasn't it? So it's back to the companies again, allowing the legislation, allowing themselves to pay absolute minimum taxes on anything that's remaining, and nothing via the auditing system or process is ever questioned about expenditure. We all know that the expenditure's gross because nobody owns the money. They don't think they own the money. Or in actual fact, it should be going back in the kitty, shouldn't it? But then, where's the kitty? Who's got the key for the kitty? Kitty's a bit convoluted now, isn't it? Not sure the kitty's got all its sides on it and it's not actually just melting away into nothingness. But yeah, bankrupt. How can you bankrupt Birmingham? Yeah, bankrupt Birmingham by mismanagement. Self-regulated. Oh, it'll be okay. Oh, you know, it's bollocks again, isn't it? Back to me bollocks. It's bollocks. £760 million. Who are these responsible people? Who are these accountable managers who are fully transparent when traced via traceability? Because it doesn't seem to be apparent at all. In fact, every attempt to try and decipher the cipher is met with animosity, disdain, sarcasm, purposeful obfuscation, manipulation of freaking any kind of words. And to be quite honest, strategic demographics put as known antagonists in the way to purposefully mismanage this dysfunction. So I'm not sure how £760 million is owed by Birmingham City Council to anyone for anything. Because if they were managing it themselves, it would be sorted already, wouldn't it? How can they accumulate such a thing and be unaware of it? This is the other thing, unawareness. They're all aware of it. They all just account it to everybody else. £760 million. Do they have a receipt? Do they have a publicly accessible list of receipts? Again, we reap what we sow. What has Birmingham been sowing for itself for the last however long this has taken to accumulate? This whole got one over on the tax just come back to bite everybody. You're all going to be complaining about your council tax bills going up next year. And oh, how much was it for the binman? Reap what you sow. Bankrupt. You bankrupt a council. The city council, not the district council. How does that all work then? If one's overseeing the other, again, who's in control of it? Who's managing the managers? Who's managing the managers' managers? It's all the next man's problem, isn't it? Well, we can't pay you another 50p. And then they come up with this shit. That's why people get pissed off when people like me sit on here rambling about crap like that, because it's a fucking piss take. It's a fucking piss take. You buy brand new equipment, use it fucking once, throw it up for fucking auction because your fucking company's going fucking pretty much bankrupt, don't you? Put all the equipment up for auction, fucking flog it off to your fucking next company you just invented for whatever the fuck your auction fucking year starts at. Which is probably what you asked him to fucking start at so you can buy it back cheap. It's so fucked up. Self-seeded. What are you growing? What are you growing? It's amazing what grows. Amazing what grows. Watching that whole thing totally changed the subject, like de-stress myself, go away from the fucking stress of the inner city, fucking grey, smog-ridden, fucking acid rain, fucking nasty fucking place to be type of fucking theology. We go to the bottom of the fucking ocean, see? Old fucking Nautilus there is trying to catch a fucking jellyfish the other day. Well, first of all, I thought, you bastards, why are you trying to catch the fucking jellyfish anyway? Anyway, fucking research and that, innit? But the guys and the girls in the sub or whatever, on the controlling the sub and talking on the live feed there, they're they were discussing like the evolution of how they could. Well, they were just talking through how they could catch this jellyfish. They come up with this box with a top and a bottom on it that keeps the whole thing. It just you like let it float into the box, and then you close two doors on it. Basically, you close two doors on it, and yeah, it was clever how they came up with the invention there and then, just whilst they're sort of looking at it. Thought, oh, we've got this problem and we need to solve it in this manner. And yeah, quite young people in there. One older chap who's been on a good few missions, but a young university type, what is it, interns and that on there, and they're coming up with all these ideas. Yeah. Invisible fish, incredible. Well, what's Wonky put in here? Local councils tend to rent most equipment instead of buying to create more debt and feed their mates. Exactly. When I worked at Wonky, mate, you're right. Totally. That's the whole thing. Yeah. So who owns the rental company, and how often does that close down? Yeah. Public money spent unaccountably. Wonky, mate, you're on the right page, innit? It's just it ain't flipping accounted for, is it? Yeah. And it is. It's like this. It's like catching jellyfish out in the sea, isn't it? How fucking much money does that cost? Float that fucking massive, great, dirty rig around on the fucking pond, like, and fucking put them RVs and that down there. That fucking, and they're trying to keep the boat in the right place all day long, so the RV, and all they're doing is looking at a fucking jellyfish. It did quite disturb me when they said they want to capture the fucking thing, and they were going on about fucking capturing some. There was some other jelly stuck to the rock, and they wanted to fucking get a sample of it. I'm like, you fucking just leave the fucking thing there. Look at the fucking how barren it is. They always got to go and pick, haven't they? They just look at it. Why can't they? To get so close, they actually made this. It's like it was an underwater, like a fly trap, but it was an underwater one. But they got so close to it, they sort of set a bit of it off, like it got nervous and went away from it. Yeah, yeah. But the money that's spent, eh? It's great to teach your kids about the ocean and new life and environments and the science and the thoughts that it feeds, and like, you know, the inspiration it can give humanity and our children, and how we support that with money. You know, if Birmingham City Council had said to us, oh, we owe 760 million because we built houses for all the homeless people there, or we've ensured that every school child is fed, breakfast if required, lunchtime meal, and an evening meal if required. Yeah, because of the work schedule that's been set by industry for parents to do 12 hours a day and not be available for their children as required. Yeah, self-seeded again. So where's the money gone? I can justify expenditure on things if it's justified. But if you're buying 400,000 tubes of B&Q sealant a year, other brands are available, hardware stores. There's got to be some mismanagement there, isn't there? Why didn't you buy 400,000 tubes to start with? Do you get them all previous show, innit? Do you get them all delivered one by one? No, you don't get them delivered. You fucking pay a fucking contractor to go and get them, don't you? You pay the contractor to go and get them. And these contractors do make me. One-man independent company bands. Instead of employing people properly, paying them a decent wage, educating them up to a decent standard and keeping them there by review. We got a lot of handymen and a lot of guys out there fucking know their stuff, been educated well, and go out into the world, into the public space, and work for the public. Some of them are great. Some of them do a great job, professional job. And others try very hard and fuck it up. And it's a continual struggle for some, from one-man band contracting, from jumping from one job to another and supporting your lifestyle, your family, your van, your replacement tools and screws and nuts and bolts and hardware, from one job to the next. And how are these, how's the quality kept up? How's that worker supported? Might feel great that he's independent and he's his own boss. He can do his own thing when he wants. And there is that side of it. And that is good to a degree. But there's also, where's the standard being kept? When was that person last, not necessarily tested, but just a review of what they've remembered and what they've forgotten? I forget things all the time. All the time. And things slip out of your mind. You lose it. You don't use it, you lose it, don't you? And it is literally true. You don't use it, you lose it. It is true. And that's the problem. You go from one thing to another, huge gaps in the middle. There is no review, and you forget a few things, and then you're back to where you started. Simple, basic things. And I know it's quite cool, and I get it, and I do. But it's a fucking standard, isn't it? And a lot of people use it to judge people, don't they? And it is a judgmental thing. It's not necessarily applicable at all, sometimes. Sometimes never. But people's footwear. When you see, it's alright, it's leading on to saying, when you see a workman, work person, a contracted person, a person who is out there in the world labouring, yeah, they might be doing anything. All right, look at their feet. Decent company will be ensuring that their feet are supported by decent footwear that will keep them safe. Yeah? Not 3-year-old trainers that have got the fucking heels so squashed that fucking may as well walk on the fucking floor. You're doing yourself less damage. Fucked up trainers. Why the contractors wearing fucked up shoes? Simple. To me, it's quite a basic thing, is fucking shoes. Clean feet. Isn't it? It's fucking back to the fucking trenches and all that shit, keeping your fucking feet clean. Yeah? Why the fuck? You see fellas that are doing it proper. And they're doing the fucking maths proper, and they got a fucking quality fucking finish, and they get a fucking quality fucking money for their quality finish, and then they fucking put on their bill fucking uniform. They get the customer to pay for their fucking uniform. Who the fuck else is going to pay for their fucking uniform? Come out of their expenses. You do it all that way. Go through the laundering system. Fucking rent a t-shirt. Fucking replace every 3 fucking wears and all this shit. You could do all kinds of different things with uniforms. But if you see a fucking contractor getting out of his fucking wagon and he looks a fucking state, the poor bugger ain't fucking charging enough, is he? He ain't charging enough because probably you're too fucking tight to pay anybody. Probably too fucking tight to pay anybody because you're fucking skint. Yeah? It's self-perpetuating again, isn't it? Self-billing. Who's paying for it? Fucking you are. You can fucking pay for it. You fucking want it fucking done, you can fucking pay for it, including the fucking rubber on the sole of my fucking foot. Feel sorry for these cunts. Not cunts at all, they're fucking brilliant fucking people. The fucking heart of the nation, busting their fucking arse off mostly. Running around like fucking lunatics, trying to make it to the fucking next day with their fucking kid's belly full. Fucking yeah, shoes. Shoes. Do you own a pair of shoes? Not shoes. Nice shoes. I have some nice trainers. New Nike video, is that all? Yeah. That fucking, that trainer of a makes are available with the fucking correct answer sign on the side. Yeah, that film was out the other day, wasn't it? That was about shoes. Evolution of the shoe. Yeah. It's funny. There's certain things that go on through time, innit? How's the shoe changed? How has the shoe changed? Probably sick and tired of fucking standing on shit, won't we? Fucking pulling the fucking prongs off fucking whatever we were trying to eat, or fucking shells or bones and shit round a fucking camp, wasn't it? Fucking I don't want to stand on that crap. Fucking probably had a bin area, you know. But you know, didn't want to stand on shit, so we fucking made ourselves some shoes, didn't we? And the fucking shoes, they were the same. Fucking, there were 2 shoes. There was one shoe and there was another shoe. Then it fucking evolved, didn't it? And we got the right shoe and the left shoe. Fucking brilliant. But yeah, we used to draw around our feet, didn't we? Make a pair of shoes. Probably for our kids, wasn't it? Keep our kids' feet warm. Yeah? So we'd make a shoe, fit the foot. Make the shoe fit the foot. Bit of artistry in that, isn't there? Yeah? Need a few things to do it properly. But then that evolved too, didn't it? Like you had the fucking moccasin. It's the fucking first thing you've got to do with a fucking moccasin. Put a fucking hole in it. Fuck it. Oi, how'd I put a fucking hole in this shit? Yeah, I'll fucking use this. Oh, bang. Oh yeah, that fucking works. You fucking start sewing away, wouldn't you? Oh fucking hell. Kid's happy, runs around, fucking warm feet. Bingo. Did we invent the slipper first or the shoe? That's a fucking question, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking well-made shoe, see? Takes a bit of fucking skill to make a fucking well-made shoe. And a fucking good load of good fucking products to make a well-made fucking good shoe. Made out of good fucking products. That last. Do the job. Have longevity. Fit your foot. Don't rub. We used to have that little heel on them, didn't we? Put a little block there. Get in the stirrups. Keep the middle of the sole out of that squishy bit of shit as you stand in it. Give you a good hard dunk as you walk, innit? In your handmade shoe. So when we put that little heel on there, see, things that fuck us up. Put the little heel on there, started to fuck our body up, didn't it? Started to twist us about a bit, make us walk differently. Well, they call it the gait or something, don't they? It's a gait like and this, that and the other. And then we'd squish our feet into this harder and harder leather shoe, innit? Because the weather was terrible, we wanted them to last long, we want good quality. And the shoe was so good that it started to change us. And all of us changed. In the West, anyway. Yeah? Anybody wearing shoes with a heel over generations. You go back to the Victorian times, you've got a big fucking, kid's shoe is this long, it's got a big fucking heel on it. Kid's foot's like this in the shoe. Your Achilles tendon gets short. Because your Achilles tendon gets short, when you don't wear the shoe, it feels weird. Yeah? It feels weird you don't wear in a shoe. Walk around your house fucking totally barefoot. See if it feels weird. Yeah, we fucking evolved like that for a while, and we wore shoes like that for fucking ages. Handmade, bespoke, left and right, made to fit. Boom, boom, boom. Then what happened? Hello, Mr. Oil. Here comes Mr. Oil. Mr. Oil's come along, look. Fucking, oh, look, we can make all this magic shit again. So he started this and that, anyway. That was a bit further on, anyway. The evolution of the shoe, you see. Wear nice smart shoes to school, wouldn't you? Start a new school year. Mum and Dad would be fucking proud to fuck. They'd fucking present their child all fucking smart and tidy with a nice shoe. Yeah. And they would. That's what would happen. You go to school, your fucking smart shoes on with your fucking heel on the back, altering the shape of your foot. You take them off, wouldn't you, when you go PE? You start to have a little run. Anyway, this was the thing with Mr. Mr. Tick trainer. Yeah, he was a coach. He was watching people run, wasn't he? He couldn't fucking figure, and I was like this, and I don't know if you ask your kids, especially kids that are doing like fucking running at school and shit at the moment, yeah? Just ask them. It depends what shoes they wear, but yeah, fucking Mr. Tick, he noticed that a load of students were having injuries. He's going, why are these people having injuries? And they're wearing flat trainers, flat-soled trainers. But they'd been wearing heels all day. Only a little one. But that tendon at the back had changed. So when they went into these flat things, this tendon was trying to pull their foot back all the time. So they were running all, yeah, and having twisting their ankles, falling over, mistripping, kicking the back of their leg. Accidents when you're running, mishaps and that. So he analysed why and figured this out about this freaking. He said, well, what shoe did you get? And he looked at the shoes that the kids wore to school and thought, you got a heel. Fuck, why not put a fucking heel in my shoe? Apparently that was the start of the fucking arsehole. But there's nothing better than a fucking well-made shoe, is there? You pick up a proper shoe, have a look at it, watch some YouTube videos about freaking shoemaking. It's fascinating. It's an art again, isn't it? It's a craftsman. Yeah, that's been educated by somebody that's done it already. Yeah, he's got a teacher, and he's taught how to, he or she, or they, or it, or fucking whatever you want to call yourselves, they'd learn how to fucking do it. Educate them to have a craft. Yeah. The more they did it, the better they got at it. And the better they got at it, the more people paid for their product. The more they got to know their materials, the higher price they got, because they knew how to sell it, because they knew the difference between one material's usage and another material's usage, and its wear, its capabilities, and its breaking point, and its stress, and all that. Yeah, so you can promote the best one. Yeah, you get a better price. Confidence in doing it. Yeah, making it, hand skills, tool development, talking with a blacksmith to make a new tool. Might have a child, might want to do shoemaking with you, be the apprentice like you're the teacher. Apprentice, bring them up into the industry. This is what we used to do, wasn't it? Child might be a lefty. No problem with lefties at all. There's lots of frigging lefties. But we need to adapt these tools, don't we, for the lefty. So instead of this thing going that way, it needs to go that way now. So you've got to go back to blacksmith and have him tap out a new, isn't it? Back in the day, we used to be able to do that. Literally like nip round the corner. Oi mate, can you? Yeah. Yeah. It's funny what and it is, how many times have you told your child, oh no, stop, don't do that, that's wrong. If your kid's painting a picture, what's wrong? Is there a wrong with the picture? Had a bit of that myself to a degree with things in my schooling. It's like, oh no, that's wrong. How can that be wrong? It's fucking art. Yeah? It's getting to a point that there seems to be no confidence from no education. Seem to be better off teaching your kids yourself, that's in the shed almost, things they need for life. Yeah. The environment in which they're brought up in, to give them that easement of, like these RV jellyfish chasers. Yeah, the ease of conversing what's on their mind to move to the next thought process in the evolution of their own art, their own industry. Yeah. Go back to shoes again. What shoe would be suitable for an inner city child to make for itself? And then compare that with what shoe might be useful for a small child in northern Scotland on a sheep farm to make for itself. Yeah? Shoe needs to fit, doesn't it? You take one shoe to the other place, it wouldn't fit, would it? It would, yeah. It's adapting to our environment. adapting our children to their environment. But if we're not doing anything with things like 760 million, and we're wasting it on tubes of sealant and masking tape at £5 a go, there ain't no money left for any education to give these kids any confidence. Because the environment we're presenting to them is more of a fucking distraction than being able to focus on the fucking task at hand. Yeah? Teach your kids fucking art. Yeah? Something. Just get the maths, English and science out of the way and don't worry about the rest of it. It's like, no, everything is interlinked with everything else, isn't it? Flipping it. And it is history with geography, geography with art, history with art, maths with art, geography with maths. Whoever drew the lines in the sand? Yeah. They say the Mona Lisa has no lines in it, does it? It's all faded, and that was the trick. Everything's blurred. Why stick to one? Why stick to just learn maths? Learn to use maths in your geometry, which helps in your geography, which helps in your history, will help in your knowledge of the world. No too much though, fuckers want to take you out, don't they? Fucking old Trump. They say there's a fucking line, isn't there? And at the end of it's fucking assassination. They say they've tried to impeach the fucker so many times, he's fucking up, skipped and jumped past them, turned round, fucking stuck his fingers up at them. Yeah? Oh, are we still on? Hang on, I'm just refreshing the freaking page. I think I might have had a hiccup here with my software. Are we still live? Hang on, I'm just checking here. It looks like they cut me off.